guys, thanks for checking out our channel today. Just wanted to take a moment and discuss our family with you. We keep most of our videos pretty positive and inspiring, or we try to, and I'm hoping that we do that today in a roundabout way as I discuss our family with you. Um, we're pretty diverse, I think. My wife, she's amazing. I'm a very proud husband and proud father. She's slightly older than I am, and she's Caucasian. She's an amazing artist. I love her art, and she's actually into tattoos. She only has one, but she thinks of them as an art form. Um, she's like the least biased person I could say. That's what I want to say. Our two oldest, 24 and 20. Oldest just graduated from CAD, Columbus College of Art and Design, and he's furthering his career with computer classes. And our oldest daughter, she's 20. She's also an artist like her mother, and she's a model on the side, and she's also half black. Our two oldest actually are my wife's biological kids from a previous marriage. Their dad's not in the picture. It made it easy for me to step in, and I'm gonna be honest. There's so many times where I forget that they're not my biological kids. I love them. Well, this is brought up in a conversation, and then I have to explain the age difference and stuff. But we have two more, 10-year-old daughter, and our youngest is 7. I wanted to discuss them with you. Our youngest is actually, when he was 2, he was diagnosed with autism, and many of you, if you're familiar with that, know that kind of depending on where they're at in the spectrum, that brings up a whole new variety of challenges. I want to say we love all of our kids. All of our kids' lives matter. They're just so precious to us, and they're so inspiring. I watch them. I just lose track of time. I'm so amazed at how they're progressing. Um, but I wanted to point out this thought that I had today. You know, each of our kids' lives, they're going through different seasons depending, just depending on where they're at in their life. And sometimes they need our help and need our attention more than the others do. Doesn't mean we love the other ones any less. It just means we just have to redirect our attention, but we always find a way to even it out, to make it even. When our oldest daughter had to do an abrupt move and she wasn't even sure where she was going to go, it really threw off our whole week. We put all of our attention on her. It was actually very devastating for her. So we were there to comfort her, to challenge her to keep moving forward, to help her look for a new place. She's actually just settled in, which is awesome. But we didn't go to her and just say, "Hey, yeah, your life matters, but everybody's life matters. Get over it." When our youngest, he's autistic, and there's weeks he does amazing, and then there's bad weeks where maybe it's the weather and he's just having a sinus headache, but he can't explain it to us because he can't verbally process that out, or he's having a mental breakdown because the way he's wired, he's so confused that it takes up most of our time to help him calm down. His life matters. That during that week, sometimes even a month, the majority of our focus is on him. And we work very, very hard to help out our other kids, to even it out, to make sure everyone is loved equally. But we don't go to that. I don't go to our youngest and tell him, "Hey, get over it. Everybody's lives matter. What makes your life so much more special?" We come together as a family, and we're there for each other in more focused ways than other weeks, depending on the season, depending on the need. And at the same time, we don't forget our other kids. We don't neglect them. As I'm focusing on our youngest, I'm making sure my other one's okay. Because for our 10-year-old, sometimes she gets it, sometimes she doesn't get it and understand his struggles. And I have to take the time to explain it to her. And I make it up to her. I'm there for her. So I want to say, and I feel like I've said this before, I'm saying it again. I'm not necessarily for any organization, but I am for the phrase Black Lives Matter. I'm not saying that I'm for the Black Lives Matter organization. I mean, I hear both sides. I hear they're doing good things and they're doing negative things as well. I'm not for the violence. I'm not for any of that. And I have police officer friends that I love so, so much, and I worry about their safety and I care about them. But I will focus on saying Black Lives Matter because it's taking the time to say, hey, during this season, we're gonna focus on you. We got to get this corrected. We need to get this. We need to see a big difference, a big change. Enough is enough. They're not. The majority of that message is not saying that other lives don't matter. They're not saying that your life doesn't matter. It's just saying that right now, let's focus on this. Don't be offended by it. Don't take it like it's saying other lives don't matter. It's just saying right now, let's get this racial thing under control. Let's do something more drastic because nothing's been working before. It doesn't mean the violence is okay. It doesn't mean what other African Americans are doing that's very violent or looting is okay. Okay, you don't have to agree with everything. Just don't throw it out of the water. I get it. There's seasons in life as a parent, just working lots of hours, or it's just bills are piling, whatever it may be. There's, there's seasons where you're just overwhelmed and sometimes just very numb to what's happening around you. And you're just tired of any drama. And then you come home and my kids still need me. Or they have an issue at school. Or something is happening with homework, or whatever it may be. I don't tell them I'm just tired of it. Please, enough. Out of compassion, I'm still there for them. I'm still to give out of myself whatever I can to give to them. I get it. COVID-19 really threw everybody off. Everybody's overwhelmed by the fake news, by the media, by the hurtful speeches out there. Then there was the murder hornets. Then there was just so much. You might be numb right now. You might be tired of all the drama that's going on. But yet this racial issue, it still exists. Just because you grew up and you didn't see it doesn't mean it's not there. There's different geographical areas where it's more dense. And I know you might be thinking, well, we just need to teach the next generation to be more victoriously, or this current generation to not have a victim mindset. And it's not about that. I want to share another video and just touch on that a little more. I hope you can join me. This isn't saying your life doesn't matter. It's just saying let's take a moment and recognize what is happening. When 2019, when the California fires hit, we stood as a nation by their side to support them. We didn't tell them all houses matter, all cities matter. We took time to really focus on their need and send support any way we can. We didn't neglect other houses around the United States that was burning. We just did more noise for them to care about them. We weren't less compassionate toward the other houses in the United States. We just stood as a nation that this is a serious issue. We're going to take time to honor them. In the same way, Black lives matter. My daughter's life matters. It doesn't mean your life doesn't. And I think we need to not forget this. Things definitely need to get done better, but we cannot stop spreading the news and trying to educate everybody on how this is still a major issue that should not be forgotten. You are amazing. You are so valuable. If you're listening to this, whoever's listening, you are a valuable, amazing person. And I wish nothing but the best for you. And I want you to succeed in your life. I want everybody to succeed in wherever they're at in their life. That's why we have these videos for. And so I'm not trying to guilt trip you and saying you're not doing enough. I'm just trying to encourage you to take the time to realize that there is still a problem here. And if you have such an issue, I think like many of us do with the way it's being done, with the violence and the looting, then let's raise some more noise and say, yeah, Black Lives Matter. Let's keep doing it better. Let's find a better way to do it. So with that being said, I'll end it right now. Thank you so much for checking this out. Love you very much. Be blessed and have an awesome day.